Hey, good morning. It's Saturday. I know I'm a little bit sweaty. This is, I was sitting here, I was on this roll right now, and I was thinking about something. I'm listening to audio books, and I'm kind of just in my own world. But what I ended up doing was, I was thinking about business, I was thinking about relationship, I was thinking about health, I was thinking about wealth, I was thinking about all these different things. And business specifically, I had to kind of get myself into a state of mind where I said, I wonder if all businesses go through certain growing pains, lack of innovation, lack of finances, lack of help, lack of resources. I wonder if they go through that. And then I came to the conclusion that they do. And then I also started thinking about relationships, and I was wondering, does everybody have a strained relationship? Is there a point in relationships, marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc., where there's a particular strain on there? And then I had to come to the conclusion that I believe that there is. I don't believe there's any such thing as a perfect relationship. I think relationships get worked on. Then I started thinking about health. We had just watched this thing about this guy in Arizona who had lost, 400 pounds over a span of time. And I wondered, for being 400 or 500 pounds as big as he was, and I mean, the guy looks great now, did he actually struggle with that weight loss? And I have to come to the conclusion that he did. And then I start thinking about finances, and I wonder, did everybody just, rich people, were they just born rich? Did they just have riches? Who started it? Where did they come from? And then what kind of struggles did they go through that those financial crises? And then I came to the conclusion about all those four different things: business, relationship, health, and finances, that the struggle exists for everybody, but yet people tend to find a way to get around it. Now, there's two ways of thinking that I know. There is a victim mentality, and then there is a take responsibility mentality. The victim mentality, let's say for business, my business isn't going the way I want, the economy's no good. Well, that could be true, but how come when you had that really huge gain in business, you took a month off for a vacation instead of keeping up that same workflow? Now, let's say in relationship, everything's going really good, and you say, you know what, the other person's just not acting right. Well, how come when things were going good, you didn't decide to bring some extra flowers home or do something a little bit extra to keep it flowing? Then let's say in health, you say, well, you know what, I can't afford to eat good, and I can't afford a gym membership, and I got too many things going on to exercise. But yet, you had money to go to McDonald's. You had time to watch an hour-long movie. And then let's say about wealth and finances. Well, I don't make enough money to save it, and I can't really pay attention to what's going on. I just don't make enough, and times is hard. My baby daddy, my baby mama, they just ain't helping me take care of business. Well, how come when you got your check, you didn't look at what your bills were, set away some for your what you wanted to keep as savings, pay off your bills, and then live off the remaining amount, whether it was $1 or $100? See, what I just came to the conclusion about is there's two different mentalities. There's the victim who always has a reason why it didn't work out, and then there is the person who is going to take responsibility, and that's the person inside a business who's going to start looking for other business models to kind of follow themselves after. Because once you've accepted the fact that these things are reality and realistic to everybody, they're not just something personal happening to you, you tend to want to look for the answer or the solution to whatever your problem is. If it's a business, then you need to start modeling your business after people who've done the same thing that you're doing. If it's relationship, then you need to start modeling your relationship after people who have already done it. And if it's health, then you need to start modeling your health after people who've already done it. If it's wealth, then you need to start modeling your wealth habits after other people who have done it. See, the victim wants to look for the problem and the excuse. The person who wants to take responsibility wants to look for the answer. The fact of the matter remains is that everybody goes through the exact same thing in these four different elements of life. The difference is how you handle it. If you have a victim mentality, you're always going to be a victim. If you want to come out of that, then start taking responsibility. And that's the only way that true growth is going to evolve. That was just, it just dawned on me right now, and it was very relevant because I hear a lot of victim mentalities. And listen, I got 100 different excuses for why I cannot do this or why I can't do that or why I can't accomplish it. I just found that it was more useful of my time to just take responsibility, recognize the errors of my ways, and kind of proceed forward with that. So I'm gonna get back to this workout. Just wanted to share that. Peace.